The alleged robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane. But the evidence, surveillance, Instagram accounts, fingerprints, it is something to say the least. We have the criminal.
Hey, yo, I got a story to tell. Hey, yo, check me out real fast, though. Hey, yo, Aaron on Filthin. Yo, thanks for tuning in. Hey, yo, imagine walking into a business meeting. And when you walk into a business meeting, it's actually involving a robbery and a kidnapping situation. Now, my question to you is, what would you do if you was in that situation?
Following his kidnapping, rapper Gucci Mane just dropped a diss track overnight. It was aimed at rapper Pooh Shiesty.
This motherfucker.
So we aren't going to play that diss track, but it is called Crash Dummy. This is where Gucci raps about betrayal, calling Shiesty a crash dummy.
Shut your stupid ass up. This is why I tell the younger generation, stay out of jail. Don't be listening to none of these cats out here. It looked like what Pooh Shiesty did, no disrespect, but when he went to prison, he traded brains for bronze, and he might got a little bit of bronze pulls. The brains is not there. How you on social media, live streaming, lying to your probation officer? This makes completely no sense at all. None whatsoever.
Yeah, Little Trey Williams, yeah, I'm at the house.
Appreciate it.
You said what? Yes, I am. Yes, I am, man. Check it again. That's where I live at. That's where I live at. Refresh it. That's where I live at. Look, I ain't lying to you. I ain't playing no game.
You can meet the joint right now, too.
I don't play like that.
The robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty. Our Preseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the 9th and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and 2 others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on to Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
Pooh Shiesty was released from federal prison in October and was placed on home confinement for a previous conviction, meaning that it's likely he was wearing an ankle monitor at the time of the crime.
I'm trying to figure this out. Another thing is, how are you recording yourself committing a crime, holding a gun, allegedly, to Gucci Mane's head, forcing him to sign the contract to let you go? I don't understand, where did this make sense? Like, you do know that if a person signs a contract under duress, that makes the contract null and void, right? I swear to God, we're gonna pray for these. We gotta pray for these. Bow your heads. Oh, Lord.
Officials say all 9 suspects will be transported here to North Texas, where they will face their crimes. Now, if convicted, each suspect can face life in prison. For now, reporting in Dallas, Preseda Olguin, CBS News, Texas.
Y'all robbed a man for cash and jewelry. Then you proceed to go on social media, posting up the crime that you just committed, or the jewelry that you confiscated. We would like to say you borrowed without asking with the money. I swear to God, sometimes I wonder about these nowadays. It's a different breed of out here.
I'm Ryan Rabel. I'm the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover.
We all seen the situation played out between him and Waka Flocka. Waka just stepped away from the music game because Gucci didn't want to let him out his contract. What made you think that you was actually better? Or what made you think that you were bigger than the program? What did you think you were gonna do? That Waka Flocka, as a man like him that got way more pull in the music industry, if he could have got out of it, he would have been able to get out of it. What do you think that you could achieve that he couldn't achieve? You should have known better, signing with Gucci in the first place and expecting to get out of the contract. Those record labels, and when they offering you these cash advances, it's like a payday loan. You gotta pay the money back with interest. And the more money they keep giving you and the more shows that they're booking, the more interviews that you gotta go to, it's coming out of the label's pockets, which is money that you gotta pay back. And depending on what kind of contract you signed, which allegedly majority of these artists that did get signed within the last decade and some change got 360 deal. Go do the research. Not all, majority of them, they can't get out of their situation.
As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items.
Now you went back to prison. How did you win in this situation? Because regardless of the fact of the matter, even though he signed the contract, it's null and void because he was under duress with a gun to his head. He didn't sign it willingly. So that would still make you his artist. Bro, he owns you for the rest of his life. I'm just keeping it funky with you. He owns your whole entire catalog and everything that you own. You know what? I don't even know why I'm even saying anything else. Pray for these. Just pray for him. That's all we can do. Just pray for him.
This is my fucking nut-ass cousin, but at the end of the day, we grown-ass men. We elders, we ain't no fucking young boys. That's the problem with the game today. So when I'm hollering at a young nigga, I'm not talking to you like I'm trying, nigga. I ain't trying to be cool with you, nigga. I ain't none of that. We not the same, man. You're a young nigga, I'm an older nigga, man. 43. It's my job to give you this ism. Now, if you take it or not, cool. If you want to take this shit, take it. If you don't want to take it, that's on you. But at the end of the day, when all this fell, when Pooh was in that motherfucking courtroom, and I'm sitting right here with his daddy, and he looked back, he said, told you. I'm here. Where all the niggas at? Where all the yes men at? Only niggas that walked in that courtroom was Gucci Man, Moneybag Yo, Big 30, and a bunch of women from his family. Grandma, the babies. Where all the niggas at? Where all the niggas at? Who was you doing it for? We do our thing because